Ladies, gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, here we are once again. This is the fourth game of tonight's final of the Competo Cup 28. The prize pool, of course, is a 50 euros and some hardware in the mix too. We got Underdark playing against Sky. Underdark is currently up 2-1 after winning game number 2. With a pretty good macro play and a good defense against a one-base Mars Blinkstalker play with some DTs in the mix. And on game number 2 he just won with a double proxy gate because Sky was just unable to scout Underdark out right away. He scouted in his base, but he just pulled back with his probe just a second, a millisecond, a nanosecond, actually a picosecond before Underdark was able to before Sky was able to check the Nexus, so scout the Nexus. So he was not able to find the Nexus, he pulled back, and that's why Underdark's proxy gates were not scouted, and double proxy gate will be always just 95% victorious if they are not scouted. So, Sky is spawning, by the way, here at the 3 o'clock position as the purple Protoss, 9 o'clock position it is for Underdark. In red it is cross positions. Once again, we got a lot of cross positions games tonight in the whole tournament, not only talking about the semis, the quarters or the finals, it is even in the rounds before the playoffs. Actually, this is playoffs all the time, because if you lose, you're out. Anyway, still, as we had the best of ones running, how about this one? And Sky, what is he doing? He is just getting a cybernetics core. The cybernetics core will be behind about 8 seconds to the cybernetics core of Underdark. So Underdark decided to get his gate out a little tiny bit earlier, so Sky was able to have one probe out more in the end, but that's about it already. So Cybernetics core finished for Sky, Cybernetics core finished for Underdark. He still is even chrono boosting this gate race, so he does not want to go for any fast mass gateway play like he, for example, did on the game on Zalnaga Caverns, where he applied quite some pressure with his two pylons here in the base of Sky, where both guys did this Blinkstalker follow-up. So Sky going for the 3 gates right now. Is he going for a 4th gate? Is he going for the Twilight Counter right away? Meanwhile, Underdark, because he is going for the robotics facility. I'm now telling you one thing, why people could anticipate this robo facility just regarding the chrono boosts, because if you see a Protoss player chrono boosting this cybernetics core and the gate at the same time, it means that he does not want to go for any fast gateway pushes. So there will be the chance that the Protoss player might go for some robo play, or might go for some slower play, which is, for example, the 4-gate Blinkstalker. Because if he does not want to have this gate, this stalker out as soon as possible, you're not able to hide your tech, because that was the reason why he chrono boosted this warp gate, to have out the stalker out as fast as possible to repel this scouting probe here by Sky. So because if there's no scouting probe in your own base, you can go for the robotics facility. So if you see a Protoss player trying to get your scouting worker out of his base as fast as possible with a chrono boost on his warp gate, it's not always, but expect him to go for some sort of tech. And Underdark is going for some robotics bait tech. Meanwhile, he's got the observer out. Meanwhile, we see a 4-gate Phoenix play coming up by Sky, and this is what I saw a couple of times by Insolence, but interestingly enough, Insolence used this in a PvZ. He went for 4 gates and some Phoenixes, so he had some Phoenixes taking out some key units of his opponents. Meanwhile, his remaining gate units dealt the damage, so now he is the Observer of Underdark. The Observer of Underdark, what will he spot right now? He will spot this 1 gate, this 2 gate, the 3rd gate and the 4th gate, and now he even spotted the Stargate. So he's aware of all those 4 gates, and he's aware of the Phoenixes. So how will Underdark react? Of course, going for some Colossi might not be the best option. Going for an Immortal is an okay move, because an Immortal is always a good unit to have in a PvP, because a Protoss player not going for any Stalkers at all might get out-microed pretty easily. And this will be very interesting. So now here we see the Phoenixes moving over there, picking up a single probe. Now there are the Stalkers. Of course, with the Stalkers the Phoenixes won't be able to do much damage, but Sky this time really being in the sky, and not only Special Andre making stupid jokes. He just spotted what he needs to spot. He is going for the he spotted the robotic space, so okay, he knows he's safe. If it will be a fight of all those gate units and the Phoenixes against all those gate units and the robotics units, it will be looking very good for Sky. Sky now adding, having a 4th Phoenix here in the mix as well. And what else is he doing? He is going for this hidden expansion, and he really likes this hidden expansion, and 50% of the time his hidden expansions paid off. Now he was able to pick up another probe here, and now he's keeping Underdark in his own base, having the map control, because just imagine this Colossus moving out some Phoenix, just trying to do some sneaky play, maybe taking out a Colossus while he's moving out. This will be looking very good for Sky. Meanwhile, Underdark added, as soon as he saw those Phoenixes, added a 4th gate, and Sky's just hanging out here, chilling out cool. He knows, okay, those Stalkers cannot attack me. The one thing he needs to be aware of is that those Stalkers are not be able to catch those Phoenixes off guard, and Sky is still flying it around a little bit. Meanwhile, Underdark still has this scouting observer here, so he knows what gate unit Sky is having. He knows Underdark still has Pylon here, so he can warp in some emergency units, and he's actually warping in a Zealot. And is he using the Zealot to check for any hidden expansions right now? Not yet moving out with a Zealot. Meanwhile, he's moving out with a probe. Is he going for a hidden expansion himself? But Sky now having 5 Phoenixes, and guess where those Phoenixes are? They are in the air. So, probe moving out, checking for hidden expansion, seeing, okay, there's nothing going on. Phoenixes will be able to lift up this probe, and now it is Judgment Day for this expansion. Not just yet, but now this Zealot spotted this space. The Zealot now will be able to get rid of some probes. Sky needs to run away. He now needs only to wait until this pylon is finished, so he can warp in 1 or 2 units himself. And what is he doing with this? Phoenix is trying to get rid of this one Colossi. He depleted the shields of both Colossi without actually killing one, so not the best Phoenix play there, but he did not lose a single Phoenix. That's what counts. This Zealot will go down as well, no problem at all. And now Underdark is aware of this hidden expansion here by Sky. Sky is now moving out, Underdark is now moving out, and Sky needs to pull his units there as well, because it will be not looking too good. Or is he just sacrificing this base just so he can get out some Colossi himself in his main base? Meanwhile, he's destroying the complete economy of Underdark, because he was able just to lift up quite a lot of probes there, having even another Phoenix in the mix. But now he needs to watch out that he still has enough energy for this next fight to come up, because yes, this base is down. Underdark might have a Nexus up and running here, but he's got no more income really at all. He's got only a couple of probes. There's he's queuing more probes up, but now it's up to the Phoenixes and those remaining gate units and Colossi to deal some damage. So he will be forced to lift up a lot of Stalkers, or just run in there. I'm not really sure what the best idea is, to use the Phoenixes to take out the Colossi, or use the Phoenixes to lift up some Immortals and Stalkers. I think we will see pretty soon enough what's going on. So Guardian Shield for both guys, and he's using the Phoenixes to attack the Colossi. Of course, Phoenix is not doing too much damage there, but because of the fact that the Stalkers were attacking the Phoenixes instead of the remaining Colossi and gate units, the Colossi of Sky were able to did some damage. But now the Immortal already at 2 kills did quite some damage there. The Underdark still has 2 Colossi left, but the Phoenixes are still alive, taking out Colossus number 1. Colossus number 2 goes down as well. Now it is only a couple of Stalkers, 7 Stalkers to be precise, and a single Immortal to deal some damage. Will he be using his Phoenix to lift up some units? He's just now running away to wait until these gates are able to warp in more units. There he was able to warp in more Stalkers. Now this Phoenix is still alive. He's got enough energy. Lift up the Immortal. Now he's lifting up the Immortal. Good job by Underdark taking out the Phoenix, but the Immortal is cut off from his friends. So it goes down. So where are we at right now? Underdark meanwhile finished with his Nexus. He was able to oh, nice move here. Sky was moving away with his probes here to the behind the smoke to this area, so he just got up his Nexus up as well. So those two guys are on the same amount of bases, but there is Underdark checking once again if there's something going on. Sky is still in the lead regarding the Harvesters by quite a huge amount. 20 Harvesters is what his lead is currently is about. So he's having more Stalkers than the 4 of Underdark, so he will be able to take out all of those Stalkers. Underdark meanwhile trying to do more damage here to the probe line, but still this worker count is quite a big one for Sky. But this game is actually pretty close and really weird. And this Phoenix opening against this one base Colossi. Meanwhile, Underdark got a second base up in the middle of nowhere. Sky got a second base up in the middle of nowhere as well. Sky does not know about this high ground expansion here. And by weird, one base Colossus is not too common anymore. I think the 4 gate and the 3 gate Blink Stalker, 4 gate Blink Stalker is much more common on PvP nowadays. That's why I say weird, even though it's a classic. People in the chat might be right about that. So Sky is now continuing to attack, and looks like Sky is having a little bit more Stalkers currently than Underdark. Does he yet know about this expansion? No, he did not, still not scout it there, and Underdark was just moving out to protect his expansion here on the high ground, but still Sky is not aware of it. But Sky is still in the lead regarding the harvest account. He's in the lead regarding the supply, 24 in total. And still, this hidden pylon here by Underdark just did so much for him. He was able to reinforce his Stalkers as he was attacking here in the base of Sky, now sending some Zealots in there. And I mean, Sky is mined out in the main. Underdark is mined out in the main pretty soon as well, even though not that fast because of the fact that the Phoenixes did kill quite a big amount of probes there. But Sky, maybe it's a wise choice for him to leave one or two units here in the main base. I mean, Protoss playing against a Zerker and Terran player and a hidden expansion always leaves some units there just in case. Anyway, so Sky is still in the lead by about 20 harvesters. Is Underdark expanding once again? Is he going for another? Now Sky is checking, by the way, here for hidden pylons, and if we follow this path, he's only checking to this area. He's not seeing what's going on in that area, so he knows nothing about this pylon right now. Stalker moving out here to the center location at the Zalnaga Watchtower, where Sky will lose this pylon, but he's got this loses probe, but he's got this pylon currently being warped in, so he will